Banshees, packs of ethereal jackals, and a variety of other deadly beasts to do the job. These creatures didn't lead people to the beyond peacefully. They subdued human souls and devoured them. Did those souls make it to eternal bliss or perdition? We didn't know. If Cerberus ate a human, a behavior I usually discouraged, he could send them to the afterlife by consuming them with his celestial or infernal heads. One head sent them to heaven, the other to Hades, or hell. Morty had schedules from before that indicated when every human soul came due. The Reapers couldn't operate. With Cerberus's help, my brother and I were doing our best to get to the dying humans to send them to the afterlife before the deadly beasts got to them. It was problematic for several reasons. First, we had to decide the eternal fate of every soul we took. Did they deserve heaven or hell? No clue. The schedules didn't tell us. The way I saw it, it was better to err on the side of eternal reward rather than eternal punishment. It was better for a guilty person to go free than for an innocent person to be condemned. Still, who was I to judge human souls? The second problem was that, given the thousands of people who died every day, our efforts were barely a drop in the bucket compared to the numbers the deadly beasts were consuming. The third, and potentially the most significant problem, was that we didn't know if our efforts to undermine the god who'd taken over the reapings were helping. We suspected that what we were doing was pissing off the gods who'd decided to put the Reapers on a time out. That meant that our efforts might be making the problem worse. The longer we undermined this god's efforts, the longer it might be before the gods reinstituted the Reapers. This was my dad's idea. He believed we had to save all the souls we could. Even if we saved few compared to the whole, every soul was priceless. If we could rescue a single person's soul from eradication, it was worth it. The deadly beasts operated on the astral plane. With my cloak, I could see them. Sienna had a brooch that allowed her to traverse the astral dimension. If she helped, she could recruit the other daywalkers who had rings that allowed them to do the same to help us keep tabs on the beasts and intervene. Without Sienna's participation, though, it was pointless. Since she was the sire of the other daywalkers, she could sense what they saw and found. Otherwise, even if the daywalkers helped, they couldn't get me the information to intervene. If I was on the astral plane, I couldn't get text messages. Cell service doesn't cross dimensions. The sire bond that allowed Sienna to communicate with the others did. With Sienna's help, we could potentially double or even triple the number of souls we gathered. I also had the only weapon that worked against the beasts. My scythe sent every creature I struck back to Olympus. Usually I fought them off, so Cerberus could do his thing. Any intelligence that Sienna, Jessna, and the other daywalkers might provide could help us stay a step ahead of the beasts.
Come on, Zoe. We know it works. We've done it during the day. If I could help you at night, we could save a lot more people.
I sighed. I'm still not sure we're doing the right thing.
What do you mean? We're saving souls. It's what your dad told you to do.
I nodded. I know what he said. I'm just not sure we're making things better. Think about it, Sienna. If what we're doing is pissing off the gods, even if it only delays the reinstatement of the Reapers for a single day, that's more souls lost than we could save if we did this every day for years. It's basic math. Sienna sighed.
The gods might never reinstate the Reapers.
I clenched my fists. We don't know that.
The gods aren't just, Zoe. There's nothing about this situation that's right. We have to stand on principle. We have to fight this.
What do you think I'm doing, Sienna?
Not as effectively as you could. You've said it before. The souls you and Cerberus are saving are a drop in the bucket. Unless we increase our numbers and get the gods' attention, this could go on forever. Do you really want to spend the rest of your life tracking down human souls, fighting off these beasts, and deciding who deserves heaven or hell?
Of course I don't. I suspect you don't want to either. Still, what happens if Katerina starts using her sire bond to manipulate you at night? What good will any of this do if I lose you? If she gets her hands on you, Sienna, I'll never be able to use the daywalkers. Sienna grabbed my hands.
Is that really what you're worried about? I don't need your protection anymore, Zoe.
I took a deep breath. I'm not sure about that.